Here's the bottom line. Most gym owners launch pre-orders with good intentions, but poor execution kills momentum, drains your energy, and leaves money on the table. You've got two options here. You can keep winging it, keep freestyling it, hoping the next pre-order magically does better, or plug into a system that actually works, that's been tested across thousands of gyms just like yours. If you're ready to sell more merch, build a stronger brand, and make your members proud to rep your gym, click the link in the description or email me, matt@foreverfierce.com, and we'll show you how. Let's stop making merch a chore and let's make it part of how your gym grows. The first thing I like to go over with a lot of our gym owners, and it's the easiest thing to address, most gym owners think that one Instagram post is enough to get the word out there, and that's what most gyms are doing wrong. They post once on Facebook, once on Instagram, they put up an Instagram story, and then they're like, okay, it's done, I promoted the pre-order. Wrong. Attention is earned through repetition, and I will say this, probably less than 30% of your active members follow you on social media. Less than 30%. I would guarantee that for pretty much any business, really. Good for the exterior part of your business. Potential new members want to see what it looks like, people are doing research on the gym. That's what social media is perfect for. If you are relying on social media to get your internal announcements out there, you are doing this wrong. And there's a good chance that other things are falling by the wayside as well, whether it's events, competitions, other initiatives you're doing, because people simply just aren't paying attention to social media like we think they are. It's a very quick news source. People aren't spending a lot of time reviewing stuff. It's just whatever pops in their feed, and you're not in control of that. So what I want you to do is I want you to take inventory of every single item you have in your arsenal to inform members of things that are going on in your gym. Emails, newsletter lists, physical signs and QR codes, announcements before and after every class, personal conversations with your top members who you know will buy this stuff, notifications through your app. These are all normal things that most people check and can easily come in contact with every single day. So don't just rely on Facebook and Instagram, but I want you to think of these pre-orders as a launch and like a product launch, and not just like a lost and found announcement. So like a product launch, we're gonna schedule something every single day, we're gonna hit a different avenue, we're gonna try different stuff. But if we had like a lost and found announcement, like you found a pair of shorts in the bathroom, like you're probably only gonna post about that once, and like you don't care if someone claims them or not. So like treat these pre-orders like it matters, and just first take inventory of what you actually have at your disposal so we can use it moving forward. Now, the second issue is that you're not creating urgency. And if members think they can order later, guess what? They're just not gonna order. And what you need to do instead is be very, very clear about the deadline. The pre-order closes on Friday at 11:59 p.m. I'm not ordering any extras. Please be sure to pre-order this ahead of time. This is the only time we're doing this order, this design. And this is when people will start moving, is when you start giving them hard deadlines, you give them a reason to buy. But if it's just like, hey, summer merch available, click here. People are gonna treat it like that. Like there's no urgency. Like I'll get to it one day, that's cool, I'll click, but I'll buy it when I want it. You need to tell people, time is running out, only time we're doing this. Make it urgent. That's the key missing ingredient with a lot of these pre-orders. Now, the third one is gonna seem very stupid, but it's a silent killer for pretty much every gym I've worked with. It's that your members aren't even sure how to buy anything. And you might be saying, that's ridiculous. Like people know how to buy stuff. I bet you most people in your gym don't even know how to buy a bottle of water. Out of fear of looking like an idiot, they're not even going to ask you, because no one wants to look stupid and say, hey man, how do I like buy a bottle of water here? I don't even know. Like I have to go on the app and click this and click that. Like I don't even know. Like just, how do I buy this? Here's money for like a water. Like you need to tell people exactly how to order. Please place your summer merch order through this link. Click this link, check out through this link, pay through the link, and I will let you guys know when everything arrives. Or if you have a different workflow, sign your name at the front desk, sign your name, put your size, I will charge you on Sunday. Be very, very clear. Don't just assume everyone knows how to order stuff. Again, I send out thousands of emails every month to a variety of different lists that we have. And really, one thing I've always learned is that I will still have some of our clients that I love, are ride or die clients, and they'll still message me and be like, dude, I didn't know you send free sizing samples. I'm like, that's like one of the most basic things we do, you know? Or I didn't know you do web stores. Like, yeah, we've been doing that forever. So like, I know it seems stupid. I know we think that everyone knows everything about our business. They don't. Be very, very clear about how people can make a purchase at your gym. So before we continue with the last few tips and the other ways we can sort of fix your pre-order here, this is exactly what we do at Forever Fierce. After every order, I will follow up with you and say, hey, what'd you think of that order? Do you think we can improve on things? What can we help with? But really, we help gym owners avoid these mistakes, launch cleaner pre-orders and finally get merch off their plate without sacrificing profit or time. And if you want to fix your pre-order process, click the link in the description. There's a simpler, smarter way to do it, and we've built it at this point. Now, the fourth mistake that I like to go over with gym owners, and just to make sure that they're doing this right, is did you tell people sizing samples exist? And this is where most gym owners screw this up. They think the samples are for them. Like, oh, okay, I got a free sample shirt. It's for me. It's for my dog to sleep on for the next 6 months. No, the samples are for your members. Yes, I want to build trust between you and I, but really I want to build trust between you and your members in our company, so that when they see our logo on these mock-ups, they know, okay, Forever Fierce is sending us samples. I'll check the sizing sample at the front desk. But really, this is the #1 objection that members have about buying merch at the gym. It's really, has it fit, has it feel? People will spend 60, 75 bucks on a hoodie, but they need to know it fits right first. So when I send you sizing samples, do not throw them in the back of your car and let your dog sleep on them for 6 months. Put them at the front desk. Tell your coaches, hey, we have sizing samples at the front desk. If anyone asks about t-shirts or merch, tell them to check out the sizing samples. Sizing samples are free. I spend $100,000 a year out of my own pocket sending out samples for free to all of our clients. Please don't make me feel like this is a waste of money. I want you to use these, and members are 70% more likely to buy if they touch, feel, and try things on ahead of time. Now, this is an uncomfortable one, but we have to bring this up and we have to address this just to make sure everyone's on the same page. So the fifth topic I like to talk about is your staff, because I assume you're not babysitting every single class, you're not coaching every single class, you have some type of staff, whether they're coaching one to all the classes throughout the day, you're basically managing them. And really, if they're not on board or they're not on the same page with how this works, it's gonna be really hard to get any sales whatsoever. But we need to identify the leak in the boat, or see if you even have one to begin with. What I want you to do, take out a list, everyone who ordered the past 2 apparel orders. Column 1, the name of the people who have ordered. Column 2, the class time they go to. Then I want you to start penciling all that stuff in. John Smith, 9 a.m. class. Matt A, 8 a.m. class. If the coaches are doing their job and announcing these pre-orders and making people aware that merch exists, you're gonna be able to eyeball it real quick and say, okay, looks like we have a pretty even distribution. People in all the classes are ordering stuff. Maybe we could just reinforce the message, right? Like maybe we could just do a better job together to get the word out there. However, that's the rare case scenario. I find that most gym owners will do this exercise. They're gonna look at that list and be like, only people from like the 8, 9, and noon class are actually ordering apparel, and we do like 5 other classes throughout the day, and no one's ordered anything in these classes. And look, you don't have to be confrontational. No one has to get fired. No one has to get yelled at. But for the classes that literally have had no sales in there, talk to the coach and just say, hey, I noticed that no one from your classes has bought any merch whatsoever. Have you been announcing this before and after every class? And just tell them, just be honest with me, you're not in trouble. I'm just trying to figure this out so we can get more people involved. That's all. And just that accountability and checking in and just that low level like confrontation is fine. You know, I feel like coaches will be more than honest with this. Like, oh my God, now that you say it, I totally forgot. That's a crazy class. People arrive in late. I'm rushing to get people set up, and then it butts up to the next class. So things are really busy. You know, I'll do it on the next time. And before they just say, I'll do it on the next time, say, no problem. Why don't you practice it for me right now? Because just asking someone to freestyle this off the top of their head, how are you going to promote apparel? Go. You can't do it. You're going to have to role play it a little bit. I know it's corny. I know it's cheesy. I know people don't like role playing stuff and they feel stupid, but you have to role play it. Okay, tell me exactly how you're going to say it. Okay, like that, but more like this. Perfect. Just like that, do it again. Just like that, do it again. You have to kind of hammer it into people and give people a chance to practice these announcements. Otherwise, it will come off as corny, goofy, and just not make any sense. So again, if you do find these holes, give people a chance to fix them, plug them, improve on it. It doesn't have to be confrontational. No one has to get fired. Now, number 6 kind of goes back to the urgency part, but what incentives did you offer? Too many times I see a gym post, summer merch available, click here, okay? Why should I click here? There's no reason to click here. And this is how people think. People think that that's being too dry, too harsh. That's not how people think. Yes, that's exactly how people think, because there's so much merch, so much apparel. What we're trying to do is cut through the noise. You have to understand that you are in the most competitive space imaginable between fitness, fashion, all this stuff. You are fighting against humongous brands who have multi-billion-dollar marketing budgets, and you're trying to position your product ahead of theirs. How do we do this? We need to have some incentives. And I have a much longer video about incentives coming out, but I'm gonna walk you through 4 key incentives that you need to do on every single apparel order if you truly wanna fix your pre-order forever. The first and most important one, if you're one of these gym owners who calls me and is like, no one will pre-order apparel, the pre-order model doesn't work, I can't get people to do this. I'm gonna tell you, the only way to fix that forever is a price incentive. There needs to be a clear penalty for people not participating in the pre-order. So the first one, we need a price incentive. And here's what that sounds like. Hey everyone, we have our summer merch available right now. I'm offering this at a special introductory price point of $27.99. Just a heads up, I will have extras for you guys, but the extras are gonna be 35 bucks each. So if you wanna save some money, you wanna lock in the special introductory price point, please order now. As you can see, that's a clear penalty for not participating in the pre-order. This will fix your pre-orders forever. Don't do the discount thing though. Again, I'm gonna talk about this in a lot longer format, but don't do the discount thing. Like, the pre-order price is $20 and then we'll sell it for $25 when it gets here. That's too cheap, okay? That's way too cheap. Do the pre-order introductory price point at your ideal price point. Most gym owners are cool selling t-shirts at 27 to 30 bucks a shirt. That's just my opinion, that's my observation, but make it a clear penalty for not participating in the pre-order. You will fix this forever immediately. You will implement this and then you will email me and say, wow, I feel so stupid, I did not do this. And again, it's one of the easiest things you could do. A lot of businesses do it, and I guarantee you'll have success with it. The second incentive is a deadline. Be firm on deadline. 7 days means 7 days. Don't even bother doing these 30-day pre-orders, okay? Just do 7 days. Every gym that tries the 30-day pre-order thing, I can already tell you what your order is gonna look like. You're gonna barely hit the minimum, you're gonna sell 24 pieces in 30 days, and then you're gonna be pissed off and email me and say, that wasn't worth my time, that took forever, that dragged out. And it's like, dude, I didn't tell you to do any of that stuff. You just did this on your own. More time to order something will not equal more sales. More urgency, more incentives drive sales, okay? It's not the amount of time available. People don't need a decision matrix to buy t-shirts. All they need is more urgency and an obvious reason to buy. 7 days means 7 days. Hit it hard for 7 days and then move on. Very easy. The third incentive is samples. Samples, as I talked about, are one of the biggest drivers of people making a purchase. Samples make people 70% more likely to buy just by touching, feeling, trying things on. Go to Costco, go to any of these brands who do a lot of sampling. You know the samples equal more sales. You know, Sephora, it happens in cosmetics, it happens with food, it happens with boutiques as well. You go to any of these places, you're gonna notice they're handing out samples left and right because it equals more sales. People wanna try stuff before they buy it. You could do that with apparel too and give people the perfect fit. That's the way to pitch it, the perfect fit, and people are way more likely to buy when they get the perfect fit. The fourth one is a special bonus or guide. And this is my most advanced tactic. I'm not going over it in this video. You're gonna have to watch another video to get that tactic. But basically, we're gonna offer a free guide or bonus package with the t-shirt, and then I'm going to teach you how to spin that into a higher ticket service. We're going to cover that on another video. Now, the last one I always like to end this on the conversation is your personal energy. Okay, and this isn't a bad thing, but this is for the people who jump on the phone with me and before I could even say my name, they jump down my throat and say, I don't care about apparel, I don't rely on this for profit, it's free marketing, and it's like, dude. Slow down. We will make this worth your time. We can make this a revenue stream, but if you're already building in the excuse of why this isn't gonna work, it's not gonna work. And the people who are like, I don't care, it's free marketing, I don't rely on it, you're the person who's already building in the excuse so that when things get hard or maybe the order isn't up to your expectations, you can make yourself feel better saying, well, I don't rely on it. Don't do that. The gym owners who succeed with this process are the ones who adopt the mindset of, I have to make this work. I have no other choice. If I'm going on vacation this year, I have to make this work. I have no chance of taking my family to Disney. I have no chance of taking my family to the beach this summer unless I get my act together and get my apparel orders scheduled, streamlined, and I offer it with compelling incentives. That's a way different mindset. And the people who quit with the whole energy going flat thing are the people who, they get to day one, they see sales, they're like, all right, good, here we go, and they have a lot of energy day one. Day two, it's crickets. There's no sales and they're like, oh no, this isn't working. And day three, Also, no sales. They're gonna be like, this really isn't working, I give up. Maybe we mention it one more time. Here's the very secret stat I wanna let you in on. The most sales you're gonna get on a pre-order are on day 1, 6, and 7. Days 2, 3, 4, 5, sales are very flat, very minimal, not impressive at all. But on day 1, you get all the people who have their act together. Day 6 and 7, you get all the procrastinators, and that's when all the orders flood in. So the people who are like, I don't care, I don't rely on this, again, you're gonna get to day 2, 3, give up on day 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's when you needed to conserve your energy. So look, you can't let your energy go flat. Conserve yourself. Really, you need to give the same energy from day 1 through day 7. On day 6 and 7 though, I really do want you to go all out blitz. Everything you got, I want you to burn yourself out, because that's when people get the most sales for this stuff. So really have your marketing checklist dialed in on days 6 and 7 and unload everything you got for those 2 days, and that's when you're gonna get your most sales. And the biggest thing you're gonna probably say is, well, I don't wanna be annoying. I keep repeating myself, I keep saying the same thing over and over again. If you've run a business, you understand you have to repeat stuff 1,000 times for people to take this stuff seriously. So you're not being annoying, you're just being effective. Let me guess, you launched a pre-order and it flopped. You posted it on Instagram, maybe you mentioned it before class, a few members bought something, most didn't, and now you're sitting there wondering if merch is even worth the hassle. And honestly, I've seen this story play out thousands of times. My name is Matt. I've closed over 25,000 gym apparel orders. I've sold over 1 million shirts, and I've closed more than $25 million in custom apparel orders. And here's the truth. Your pre-order didn't fail because your members don't care. It failed because your process is broken. And honestly, this is a really tough conversation I have with clients where it can feel uncomfortable, but this is my 7-step system to fixing your pre-order forever. So if you're serious about selling more merch without burning yourself out, you need to hear this.